What's up, Julie? No, I don't look at macroeconomics. You know, the whole point of being a stock jock is that you don't have to look at macro. That's the beautiful thing about focusing on one sector, right? Is that you can abstract all that stuff. I mean, it's really an awesome part of that, and you can let somebody else worry about that. You know, imagine if you want to work at Citadel. Are you going to tell Ken Griffin that you know how the stock market's going to move? That you are the one person that can tell whether or not the stock market's going to go up or down? They would laugh at you. They would say, "Oh, that's ridiculous. That's silly. You know, get out of our office." But if you go in there and you say, "I know the most about immunology and immunology biotech," they would say, "Really? Well, how many stocks is that?" And you'd say, "It's like 500 stocks." They'd say, impressive. So maybe we can use you to help look at those 500 stocks. Let's sit down and see if you really know what you're talking about." And they ask you questions, and you answer them, and they're impressed. You might get yourself $1 million job or a $10 million job or even a $1 billion job. But if you look at the stock market like as a whole and you think you can predict if it goes up and down, I think most people say, well, how do I prove that? How can you tell me if the stock market goes up and down? And if you give them a method, well, I look at this and I look at that, they're going to say, you know, I don't think that method is a real method. Because most people, it's been proven over time that very few people can figure that out. And if you could figure that out, you don't need anybody else's money. Just trade futures and you'll be fine. So I think, you know, the point is that there's no real reason to look at the quote-unquote macro unless you're an economist or, you know, your job is a global macro trader, in which case even those guys, they're doing pretty sophisticated analysis, not as simple as one might think. Is Adobe Figma going through? Well, I guess you can ask Lena Khan. I think the FTC has never seen a merger they liked, so. Yeah, trading futures is probably a fool's errand for 99.9% of people, and even the 0.1% of people, it's pretty difficult. And if professors could trade well, they wouldn't be professors. They'd be billionaires sitting on islands. The nice thing about the futures market is if you do have any kind of edge, it's so lucrative because of the leverage that's implicit in the market. So in futures, you can trade $20 million worth of futures with just a couple $100,000. I remember I was once in college and a professor gave me his resume. That's boss status right there. Like, listen, I'll consider it if you give me an A. It's a real story too. I once also had a professor set me up with his daughter. It's another easy A. Yeah, real recognizes real. I mean, that's just the way it is. I can't help it. I was like 19 or 20 at the time, but I was definitely doing my thing. Bill Wang. Poor Bill, man. I feel bad for him. So Amgen's going to get into the GLP game. I'm sure all you guys know about GLP-1s. Even Kim Kardashian's taking them now. Everyone's taking them in Hollywood to slim down, look better. The heroin chic look is coming back, I guess. I like my women thick, all right? I'm just kidding. I mean, am I? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I might get 2 cats, interestingly. My friend may be getting me 2 cats. Brother and sister, I think. So stay tuned for that. I do look at the TSX. I don't like thicker women. Gatekeep skinny. I mean, I can appreciate any kind of woman. As my dad says, they're all the same. Thick with 5 C's. If you don't speak English in the chat, get out of here. Just for English speakers only. They take our jobs. I'm just kidding. I like all my friends in India, China, Hong Kong, Germany, France, Netherlands, Spain and Portugal, Brazil, Colombia, Mexico and Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and of course, the Middle East and the Balkans. The Netherlands are here. Netherlands represent. One of my head of Europe, Emmy, is from the Netherlands. So when we establish a headquarters in Europe, it's going to be set up there. I didn't mention any African nations, but I know them all.
Hallo mijn Nederlandse vrienden.
Hallo mijn Nederlandse vrienden. Norway, Sweden, of course. Nederlandse vrienden. Mijn vrienden. I did not attend an Ivy League university. 5 drug companies forever. Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, honestly, probably. It's hard because drug companies, their assets cycle in and out. So it's all about management. So you can't own management forever. Unfortunately, Warren Buffett, for example, is a good example. At some point, the old man's gonna move on to the next life. Unfortunately, for capitalism, the OG is gonna retire, finally retire, to the great office in the sky. When Buffett dies, I'm legit gonna cry. I don't care what you say. You can call me a wuss. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, Charlie's never gonna die, even though he's older than Warren. Novo Nordisk, I don't think it's a short. I'm in the pit swing trading Taiwan Semiconductor. What's up?